missing the postseason for the first time in 15 years, but it's a new season, new storylines, and a fresh pitch here at Spry.
Well, 1.4 goals against average and a great save percentage. It's going to have to be hard to get past him tonight.
One of those transfers up top, we'll take a look at. Many transfers brought in. Some contact behind him. He keeled over.
Yeah, I think he did a good job of trying to sell it, but San Francisco did a better job of making sure they had position.
San Francisco in a great position here. And of course, who is it and why would it not be? Is it David Rafael from Port-au-Prince? Puts the Dons ahead 1-0, finding a very tight angle near stick.
High level and is going to continue to be high level, but look at this. Gets around the corner, great little cut back. Sees if he can beat him near post and tries to bait him into it, and he does just like that. Look at this position. Pulls it in, cuts it over, uses the player as a little bit of a decoy for sure. And I'll give you the inverse of what we were talking about. I've known the Furman coach for a long, long time. I was talking to him last night. Not about that necessarily, but they lost 2-0 to High Point, lost 2-0 to Wake Forest, but they haven't been playing without their best player. So it's a little bit different. That could be a card. That could be a red.
Yeah, that could be a last defender. Sorry to interrupt you. It always happens. It always happens. Right there. Before you knew it, Raby looked in his rear view or his side mirror and then saw Kaiser King from FC Cincinnati. Deeks had another big recruit from FC Cincinnati, but he decided to sign a pro contract. Lawrence got drafted, MLS Super Draft, and he's back. Here's a diagonal ball back. That's in! And the Deeks have leveled it up. Jeffrey White. Captain to captain. And we're level.
That was the beautiful game in all its beauty right there. We talked about him from the outset. Just incredibly well done. Able to get it around the corner. Beautiful weighted ball all the time in the world. And watch this run. Holds his run, holds his run, holds his run. Gets to the perfect spot. Ball played to him, knocks it in the back of the net.
They worked together this summer with Salem City in the USL 2. And they just combined there perfectly. He scored the first goal for Wake Forest, making it 1-1. And the Deeks add another. Outswinger. Kruger swearing that was a handball, pleading with the official. Kruger from Philadelphia, but was born in Germany. I'm sure it's a thrill for him. Here playing at Spry, where the German national team called this at least a home away from home during the World Cup. They're gonna review that possible handball. This is, speaking of World Cup, this is World Cup as
we saw
back in time, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Kruger was adamant. Look at what they are going to give a look. There's the red card. San Francisco down a man, playing 10, last defender. Raby, pardon me, that fouled Wake Forest. It was Reed that was. He had just one extra step on him and kind of somewhat scared Raby, and Raby just ended up using his body, and that turned into a foul, which turned into a red card. He's the last defender. Yards away from taking the lead. Yes, it is. They're gonna review that possible handball. This is, speaking of World Cup, this is World Cup as
We saw
back in time, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Perez. Bang! 2-1 Deeks. Perez from the spot. Unfortunate too. But Perez watched exactly where the goalie Jones was going. White. Oh, look. Perez, very feisty, very creative. Lawrence inside the 18. A blast. Reed tried to set it up. Pulls it back, looking for some help. Perez spun around and dipped. Now off and running is the counter for San Francisco. And it somehow links up. Kruger backpedaling. Don's trying to tie it up, and they do. It's a counter. Down a man and executed brilliantly by the Dons.
San Francisco goal, number 9, Braden Beeson.
Put in there by Braden Beeson,
Assist on
the
the goal,
junior
number
out
10,
of
Isaiah
Keller, Texas.
Easley.
It says out and get going. Over the top. Look at the vision. Numbers clearly in Wake Forest side, able to slide it in and just enough touches to set up and send it past Mednard. And Beeson makes it level again.
I didn't think he had any angle. I thought he was giving himself no room to operate, but Beeson showing his quality in the back of the net, and that's just a beautiful. They got quality though.
Yeah, they do. Mednard stretches. An open net. And here's a bicycle. What a block by Travis Smith Jr.
That is probably going in if there wasn't a block.
Fresh blood coming in from
Entering
Wake
for Wake
Forest.
Forest, number 7, Philip Biskupsk. Number 18, Henry Rosenfeld.
Rosenfeld.
Number 21,
With everybody back from last season, for the Paladins, it was somewhat of a slow start. Always that first 45 jitters. We saw it here. The freshman got with a handful of cards in a red.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't add that part in, but yeah. But like we talked about, those came very early in those yellows. Ooh, great idea.
Set piece that has been calmed down. You just get a feeling that something's brewing. Could it be here? Shot back of the net. It's almost as if I predicted it. It's the freshman. Biskupsk gives Wake Forest the lead again.
What a beautifully weighted ball into the box. And Biskupsk, this is almost like being at Augusta. Hits it perfectly on the carpet. Watch this. This is art. Oh, what a ball. And then an equally strong finish. Well done all the way around from Wake Forest.
Breaking lines like a kindergarten. Getting right up front. 2007 National Championship run for Wake Forest, and now he's coaching. See this break lines. And
I thought he was on. He's on.
Yeah, he's on. The release and then go. What is huge there is that run going laterally and then off.
Yeah.
Because that helps us. That turn that you can use that as a timing device. And I think
Look at there's 3 people behind him in the ball spot. 2. But I think he's on. I think he's on line with the person in general.
Yeah, because here there's already a defender at the top of the half circle. So if they take this goal away, I'll be pretty surprised. The timing was not freshman-like, though. I'll give it credit where credit's due.
goal confirmed.
And Coach Muse is not shy to put in some freshmen to get baptized immediately. And there we blast, and look at the sky there from Mednard to the foul.
In England this year, and that's important because it doesn't change the game, and you don't have time to talk about it. But unfortunately, I think because everybody learned the value, great header in here, and a great save as well.
That's Jonah on display right there.
Yeah, that's what he can do.
Yeah. In a regular season game, he was down and out, but 1-0 was the final, and now going by the score it is right now against NC State in Raleigh. Lawrence, left foot, trying to see if he could tuck it away. And there was, at one point, Chandler Young able to feed that one up ahead. Berkeley.
Beautifully done.
Here's Young. Oh, and he's, of course, aiming right.
Yeah.
at
could really, I mean, if you need him, could play even as an 8. You know, and that's what Pochettino loves the most, right? That you got a player that can do everything. I heard him talking about this. We get a foul here ahead of the World Cup. Mark McKenzie gives him the ability to do many different things, and that was why he's on the squad instead of a Diego Luna or somebody like that. And that's not taking anything away from Diego Luna, but it's why you bring players like that, because when you're setting up a World Cup squad, not everybody's Christian Pulisic. You gotta have other players can do everything, and you know, Mark McKenzie's definitely shown that he can do that, and even at the club level, he's played different roles, you know, and that's important.
It's a gank professionally. Clemson now has gone ahead 2-0. Wow. But McKenzie actually scored against Turkey. They pulled it back. That's a well-played ball. Who's on the other end of it? Jeffrey White, a.k.a. Mr. Smith. And he delivers 4-2.
Beautifully done by Wake Forest. Just another highly engineered. The ball gets out wide. Sets up perfectly. Nice square ball played in. Watch the way he holds, knowing the ball is going to come in perfectly. Puts it in the back of the net. Sometimes it's something you don't see on the film, but he set it up perfectly and knew exactly where to be in this try.
2 goals for Jeffrey White. The Deeks lead 4-2. 13:41 remaining.
Curtain call.
San Francisco is taking to play down a man.
That was by design.
That is a brilliant strike.
I thought he missed him at first, and when I saw him stand up, now you might get a card for this one. Not going to give it to him. I like not giving it to him. I don't think he was trying to harm it or anything,
but they got a great one to be truly missed. San Francisco trying to get a payback goal, but that is blistered over the bar as well. 30 seconds, under 30 seconds remaining in this one. It's almost 10 o'clock here in Winston-Salem. Very interesting opening night for Wake Forest men's soccer team. They definitely showed they can score goals. And it was a familiar face, someone they had a lot of trust in. He's been a leader emotionally and on the field by his actions. Is Jeffrey White with the brace to give the Deeks the victory, 4-2. After a 2-2 scoreline at the break.